Hello, darlings. So we are going to start with just some light cleansing here. The energy's been pretty intense lately, and we just want to make sure that we keep a cleansed space. Sorry, I'm like trying to readjust. Okay, so for today's collective, we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Archetypes cards again. I don't know why, but they keep calling to me. And then we're going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck for the actual reading. And we're going to be using the Universal Celtic Tarot for the overall energies, okay? So, decks have already been pre-shuffled. Let's put these aside. And let's start with the Oracle cards. So, what is the theme for today's collective? What is the theme for this collective? What's the theme for this collective? The Underworld. Okay, second time that one comes out. Let's see. Came out very recently. Ooh, okay. The Nectar. Oh, what a cute flower. Okay, and then the overall energy. Kairos. Okay, so I was a little confused about the L represented. The L is a 50, apparently. I had to go look it up because I was like, what is this? I kept getting confused with the numbers. So the L is a 50. All right. So we've got, what number would this be? 76. Yeah, we've got 76 here, which would break down to a 13, would break down to a 4. And then we've got a 48 here, which would break down to 12, break down to a 3. And then we've got 58 here, which would also break down to 13, also a 4. So 4, 3, 4 might be important to some of you. But let's go ahead and look up the meanings of the cards. So we've got, let's see, 76 first. All right, so Kairos, mythic time, synchronicity. Ooh. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness, when it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. Aw, cute. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Okay, so divine timing is at play. All right. Oh, when light, it means alignment, ease, and decision in action. When dark, fighting against time. Oh, okay. Let's look at number 48. The underworld, the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. Search for images of a map of Dante's Inferno. What does the story of epic descent stir in you? One of the earliest stories on record is that of the goddess Inanna's descent. Turns out descending into the underworld is as old as time itself. This is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmare, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. Again, so divine timing is at play. Somebody needs to face their fears, face that the forces that be, basically. This is not something we can avoid. When light, it indicates bravery, depth, facing of deepest fears. When dark, denial, suppression, evil, unconsciousness. Okay. And then we've got number 58 here. The nectar. So this one is the medicine, the elixir, the garden. The nectar, the mystic, and aletheia cards are linked. It is the mystic who, like Krishna, turns poison into nectar, and it is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. Ooh. In Hindu mythology, there is a miraculous substance known as amrit, or nectar, that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of the archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. When light, glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. When dark, fixation on fixing, aggressive approach to healing. Okay. So this feels connected to the other collective only because the mention of the card of the mystic was pulled in the other collective, and it was mentioned about the poison turned into nectar. So let's keep that in consideration because I feel like this has something to do with it, but we'll see. All I know is that definitely divine timing is at play, and the forces that be are saying you can't run from this anymore. Let's see. What is today's collective about? What is this collective about? Nine of Swords. King of Swords reversed. Ay. Okay. Nine of Wands. Wow. Eight of Swords. Damn. Okay. The Ten of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Wow. Damn. Five of Swords. Okay. Holy shit. This is Knight of Wands. The Lovers reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Wow. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen a more disastrous spread. And the Six of Cups, King of Cups, Justice card, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Star, the Three of Cups. So, this King of Swords reversed. The first thing that came to mind with this Six of Cups, there's a song that I can't look at the lyrics right now because my other phone is uploading the previous collective I just did. But it's called Acá Entre Nos. And those of you who sing, or not sing, those of you who know Latin music, you know the song. De Acá Entre Nos, Quiero decirte la verdad. Ay, en mi triste soledad. It's basically saying that in front of other people, this person is like, oh yeah, fuck that person. They just hurt me. I don't need them anymore. They can, fuck off. But in private, it's acá entre nos, it's between you and I. It says, I wish I knew how you were doing. There's times where I want to run out and just scream, where are you? And the line that stuck out the most with this is, que respiro por la herida, which means that the wound, the hurt that they went through, is the only thing that's still giving them life. That's what they breathe through. And it's kind of, this person is deep in their feelings, but showing up as King of Swords reversed, they are not being honest about it, first of all. Second of all, they're being cold, aloof, distant, detached, not expressing their emotions, not speaking up, which is why the King of Cups didn't come out, the King of Swords reversed it. And we have 7 of Cups here. So they fantasize about something that they let go. With the Justice card here, they're trying to do the right thing. They're showing up as an emperor who's trying to do the right thing. They may have to care for a Queen of Pentacles. And this is keeping them from, see, this goes back to the previous collective from this King of Pentacles, who they see as a star. So they may only be able to maintain a friendship with this King of Pentacles instead of pursuing anything more concrete. So even though, because look at this is like the most miserable spread I've ever seen. Like literally. Almost every possible negative card that could come out, came out. Like Jesus. Somebody here, I feel like with the underworld and this is somebody going through a dark night of the soul. This is definitely connected to the other collective. So the other one, well, let's stop talking about the other one. Let's focus on this one. So we know that this is their deepest memories, their most pleasant memories are connected to this King of Pentacles who's not showing up on the spread because this story is about the King of Swords. On the other side of the fence, we see somebody who is very anxious, consumed with, anxiety is the biggest thing. This is somebody who definitely has anxiety issues, which is why they're a King of Swords reversed. They have the intelligence of the King of Swords, but they don't have the equanimity of the King of Swords. They don't have the, like on the outside, they may reflect, oh yeah, I'm totally cool, calm, and collected. But on the inside, they're falling apart. A King of Swords is not falling apart inside. Not when they're upright. There's somebody who, they're very guarded. But they're very guarded because they're all in their head. Look at all these swords. Like Jesus. It's somebody who's so in their head. They're so disconnected from their body. And I mean this as in, I'm not saying that they can't feel their body. Obviously, if they're walking around in it, they feel it. But they're detached. They're operating out of their head, not out of their intuition, not out of their gut instinct. So it's somebody who definitely has a lot of inner child work to do because they feel like they're bound. They're bound to duties and obligations. And, well, we saw underneath here the Queen of Pentacles. Even if that means that they're possibly suffering financially, they may be suffering in multiple ways. 5 of Pentacles is suffering financially, but it's also feeling alone, feeling cold, feeling abandoned. They may live a very lonely life. And with the 5 of Swords, because they don't see a way out of this, it just makes their negativity expand. Like there's moments where they're really in victim mentality, and then there's moments where they're angry. They're very angry. So they switch back and forth. There'll be moments where they're just like, sorry me, nobody gives a fuck about me. But keep in mind, That's why divine timing came out, because it's like, well, no, hold on. There's decisions that need to be taken. There's action that needs to be taken. So somebody here needs to face their fears, because whatever fears they're in, it's not helping them see things clearly. It's not helping them think clearly or take the right actions, even though they think they're taking the right actions. Because we had under here this emperor who was like, I've got to do the right thing. What the right thing is may not be what they think it is. Because of the nectar, there's something here about taking something that was meant to poison you and turning it into a blessing. But I don't, like, they're struggling to find the connection there, because they're all in their head. So they're in this energy of first feeling sorry for themselves, and then they go into the energy of getting angry and resentful at the world. But well, they probably don't need, I was gonna say that it's something they chose, but they probably don't need lecturing. So let's just move on. Lovers reversed. This emperor may have chosen this Queen of Pentacles as a partner over the King of Pentacles. But with the Lovers reversed, they definitely see that as that was the wrong choice. That was a bad investment. Knight of Pentacles reversed. They don't want to invest in this anymore, but it's also like they don't want to invest anymore, but they also can't stop themselves. How to put this? They can't stop themselves from wanting to, I don't see them wanting to continue to invest. It's more like they don't see a way out. They don't see how they can leave. They don't see how they can end it. Because if you notice, there's the only 10 is this one. The other ones are 9s. 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. They could be a 10, but they would need to be upright for that to happen. They would need to face their fears for that to happen, for them to make the decision that is actually beneficial for them. Because with the Four of Pentacles, this person is, yeah, they don't want to invest in whatever decision they invested in before. They don't want to invest. But it's almost like with the Eight of Swords, they want someone else to make the decision for them. They don't want to be the ones making decisions. That's why the King of Swords is also reversed. Because the King of Swords upright is decisive. They know exactly what to say. They know exactly when to do it. They're strategic. They're very in tune with divine timing. But because this person is like overthinking like a motherfucker, they cannot be in tune with their body. They're not listening to their gut. They're not listening to their intuition that could guide them. Because they're so in their head. They need to pull themselves into their body, but they don't know how. Or they're really struggling to. All they know is that they don't want to be here anymore. They went off of this ride. The Two of Wands, they want to go somewhere else. And we, the next collective tells us where, but still here, they want to go somewhere else. They don't want to be here anymore. Interesting. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups. The Emperor. I will tell you, this person keeps showing up as an Emperor. I feel like they do have all 4 kings within their energy, but their King of Swords is reversed. Clarify Six of Cups. Justice card. Clarify Six of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. With the Five of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so this is part of what this Emperor has to learn. Part of the reason why they have the potential to be an Emperor, but they didn't show up as an Emperor here, is because the potential means that they have challenges to overcome. The 5s are here. 5 Wands, 5 Swords, 5 Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles here twice, actually. Challenges need to be overcome. Challenges need to be faced. Fears need to be faced. So let's say that this person is because they're afraid of making the wrong choice. That's really what it is. The Eight of Swords, they're afraid of making the wrong choice. They already made one wrong choice, and it's almost like they're terrified of making another wrong choice on the back of that one. So here's the thing about that. Somebody who knows themselves and trusts themselves, even if they make a wrong choice, and wrong as in it didn't turn out the way they expected, that doesn't mean that they're going to throw away the whole situation. Somebody who's in tune with themselves will say, okay, well, what can I learn from this? What did this decision teach me about myself? Why did I make this decision? How did I get here? They will learn from it. They don't sit here afraid of making another, because they also know that regardless of, what decision they make, they will get something out of it. It's either going to be a lesson or a blessing. And a lesson is a blessing. So honestly, it can be both. But this person doesn't think like that. They're really struggling with that concept. So although they are energetically an emperor, they need to pull that energy down to reality. With the Justice card here, I think that I'm surprised the Hanged Man didn't come out, because I feel like they need to change their perspective on what they perceive to be the right thing. That's part of the fears that they need to face. So with the Nine of Cups, they don't know how to trust that what they want is the right thing. So let me put it this way, okay? Let's say that the Queen of Pentacles is a mother figure. This doesn't have to be a partner. This could be a mother figure. And let's say their mother figure says, I want you to go to university and become a doctor. So this person goes and becomes a doctor, but they hate it. Kind of like, what's that name? That comedian. He's an actor now, but he used to be a doctor. I think it's Kim Jong-joon, I think. Oh my God, I probably massacred that. I don't remember his name. Anywho, he's hilarious. I think he's the one that is like, but did you die? That's the actor. Anyways, he used to be a doctor. His wife is the one that encouraged him to go follow your dreams. Don't wait. Don't be sitting here living a life that you hate. This is connected to this challenge. Because remember, it's turning poison into nectar. There's something about the experiences that this king is going through is helping them. It's part of their path. It's helping them build into the emperor, but that's not how they're seeing things. They're just seeing things like, I fucked up, and I don't want to fuck up again, so I'm not going to make another decision. I'm not going to move. So now they're just frozen in place. Instead of facing the challenge, they're kind of like, I can't, because what if I mess up again? There's no such thing as, there's somebody who really needs to change their perception of failure also. Because there's so far two things that they need to change their perception on. One, that what they want is the right thing. So if they might disappoint a mother figure by doing what they want to do, this is like, well, are you living your life to please others, or are you living your life for you? If you're disappointing your parents, because trust me, I know a lot about that. If you're disappointing your parents, but you're happy, guess what? That's just the way things are. You cannot live for other people. If I was living the way my parents wanted to, I promise you I'd be living a very different life, but I was also very unhappy when I did that. So that's one thing this person needs to address. The way that they see the right thing. They see the right thing as doing what other people makes them want to do. What other people tell them is the right thing to do. But look at all this misery. That's clearly not the right thing, but they're stuck on that. Well, this person told me, society tells me this is the right thing. I need to respect my mother. I need to respect her wishes. Fuck that. Because if you're miserable, and look at this misery, then no, that is not the right place. Second of all, this person needs to address the way they see failure. They're seeing failure as, I'm a loser, I did the wrong thing, I fucked up, and I'm going to constantly use this analogy because this is the only way we understand that failure is just telling you, okay, well, that's not the way to do it then. So if you're trying to create this recipe that's new, right? You're going to fuck up. You can't have it perfect the first time. If you're trying to turn to an emperor, you're clearly going to make mistakes along the way. Why? Because an emperor is a leader, and a leader needs to understand that mistakes will be made. If this is an emperor who expects no mistakes, no, you cannot fail ever, they're going to be insufferable. They're going to be a boss, not a leader, because they can't inspire, because they don't understand that. So messing up a recipe when you're trying to create it is acceptable. It's okay. But this is somebody who's like, no, you don't understand. I had to have it perfect. I can't mess up. Somebody taught this person that messing up possibly leads to abuse. Like, if they messed up as a child, they would get their ass beat. They would get talked down to. They would get ignored. They would get love taken away. So this is somebody who's terrified. They've started associating failure with like, no, bad things happen. So now that bad things are happening because they made one wrong choice, now they're sitting here terrified of making another choice. But in reality, all it's doing is freezing them in the middle of them facing their challenge. Clarify Nine of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Wands. Wow. With the Ace of Cups. Okay. So this Queen of Swords might be a relative to the king, whether by marriage or by blood. This could be like I said, a mother figure that they need to take care of. This could be a wife. This could be a sibling that they need to watch over. But this is who they're taking responsibility for. They're taking responsibility for someone else. But look at them. This is the Ten of Swords. This is someone who's lashing themselves to a rock and fighting till the bitter end. But it is bitter. This end is bitter. I promise you that. And look at that Ten of Wands. They're making things unnecessarily difficult. Blindfolding, walking. Like, what is this? Why? For what? What are you going to gain from it? It's like this is somebody who's like, no, you don't understand. I have to put myself through shit because that's the only way I respect myself. Well, I don't see self-respect here. King of Swords is reversed. In fact, this is leading wherever they're at. This could be like, if they have family, because I don't know why I keep feeling mother energy, like someone that's mother energy. If this is a mother, right? This is a mother who also verbally abuses them with the Five of Swords energy. Not only verbally abuses them, but guilt trips them, gives them anxiety, makes them feel like nobody wants them. There's a lot of energy here where this person's miserable. So how is this honorable? How is this satisfying? On what level? It's not. Because the things that really open up their heart are in a totally different direction. So this is, like I said, this is somebody who's very disconnected from themselves because they can't even tell that this is what they should be following. They can't even discern that. Clarify King of Swords reversed. Like, how disconnected from yourself do you have to be in this place? Clarify King of Swords reversed. Page of Cups, Four of Swords, yep. I'm telling you. Clarify King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords upright. With the Nine of Swords, oh my God. This is so annoying. It's annoying because I used to be here. Don't get me wrong. That's why it's annoying, because I know that this person can get out of it. And knowing, it's almost like when you figure out a riddle or you figure out a puzzle and other people keep messing up. You're just sitting there like, oh, I can tell you what to do. But you know it's not your place to do so. They've got to pass their own tests. However, if you're here, listen up, because I'm about to give you the hint, the key. Because of the Page of Cups, this person needs to access their inner child. I told you, this is someone who's very disconnected from themselves. They need to heal. With the underworld, Spirit is trying to put this person in their dark night of the soul. And this person is miserable, but that's what Spirit's like, okay, does this not awaken you to anything? Is this not an indication like, hello? They're trying to flip this person upright so that they can be an emperor. But the thought of doing King of Swords shit and gives them anxiety. Being the King of Swords gives them anxiety. And the King of Swords is someone who's direct. They tell you exactly what they think. They do what they want, first of all. This gives them anxiety. They don't know how to access that. Clarify Nine of Wands. Clarify Nine of Wands. Ten of Cups. Clarify Nine of Wands. Wow. This is someone, I've got to tell you, before you start abusing this character in the comments and saying all this nasty shit, I have to tell you that this is someone who's been through some severe abuse. Severe. Clarify Nine of Wands. I'm not saying that that's an excuse. Knight of Wands. Clarify Nine of Wands. I'm not saying that's an excuse for them to not take action. Ace of Wands. But, with the Fool card, the reason I know that this is someone who's been through some severe abuse, remember that huge Ace of Cups that came out? And the Nine of Cups, which is a wish granted. Now we've got the Ten of Cups. And this is clarifying the energy of being cautious. This is somebody who's used to misery. If this is their family that treats them this way, they're used to this. This is their normal. This is why I know that this person has been through some severe abuse. Because they think this is normal. Being verbally abused is normal. Feeling alone, feeling isolated, left out is normal. Feeling guilt-tripped is normal. Having high levels of anxiety is normal. Being stuck in your head, not knowing, this is all normal to this person. Happiness is what they're scared of. Going towards their happiness, they feel like they'd be a fool. Look at this. The Fool card shows a little leprechaun with a flower as a hat. Oh, walking on a rainbow. Holding a mushroom. They think like, am I on shrooms? The only way I would follow this is if I'm on shrooms. If I lost my fucking mind, because there's no such thing as a Ten of Cups. That's how we know this person's been through severe abuse. They don't believe in happiness. That's why they don't follow it, because they think they truly believe that that's the unicorn flying over a rainbow, shitting cupcakes. That doesn't exist. Look at this. A unicorn. I totally forgot this card had come out. I literally just said a unicorn. They don't believe it exists. It's not real. But Ace of Wands. First of all, does this not look like somebody taking a dick pic? Okay, I just had to say that. But second of all, they are like, the idea of this existing does fire them up. It's just that they feel like, in fantasy, it's a nice concept, but that's not real, which is so sad. Like, that is fucking sad on so many different levels. I can't even express that. That the idea of happiness, that the idea of peace, the idea of trust and loyalty and all these things are seen as a dream. That tells you how much this person has been through. And the problem is that because they can continue taking it, they're like, I can take it. Just because we can take something doesn't mean we should. Okay? Clarify Eight of Swords. To be honest, I think this person's nearing their breaking point. They keep saying, I can take it, but Nine of Swords has come out twice. 10 of Wands has come out twice. 10 of Swords has come out. There's 10 of Swords here. I feel like this person's reaching their breaking point. Clarify Eight of Swords. They're supposed to. That breaking point is what's going to lead them to shadow work. The Magician. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Chariot. Clarify the Eight of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. With the Ten of Pentacles. See, I feel like this King of Swords, this is what they're like. They have a lot of strength. They have a lot of strength to keep doing the same thing over and over. So they've mastered living in an environment of abuse. This is normal to them. This is their Ten of Pentacles. This is home. The idea of stepping out towards happiness. That's what they're like, I don't know, dude. That seems that seems sus. That seems suspicious. I don't think that's real. That feels like, unicorn bullshit, because they don't believe in themselves. For a magician to believe in magic, they need to believe in themselves first. And this person does not, they're not there. With the Chariot, believing in yourself takes a lot of work, a lot of inner work. It takes a strong will. And I feel like these little figures here are this person's spirit guides, and they're pulling like, come on, come on. And this person's just like, fuck off already, because they don't feel it's real. Even if they have dreams, very vivid dreams, or maybe their guides are like, this way, and they're like, this is a dream, this isn't real, they ignore it, and they keep ignoring it. They feel like it's just annoying, almost like this is where that's where the anger comes from. It's like this person, okay, if this is someone, there's two possibilities here. If this is someone who never believed in God before, maybe they were an atheist, right? They're starting to believe in the supernatural, but they're getting angry at the supernatural. Like, why would you dangle something in front of me that isn't real? 2, if this is someone who does believe in divinity, whether it's God, universe, source, whatever they believe, Allah, Krishna, they're in the energy of, why would you fuck with me like this? Why would you dangle a fantasy in front of me when you know that that's not real? Why would you torture me this way? They don't realize that this isn't torture. This is reality. But they're so disconnected. Oh my, this is so sad. This is honestly really sad. Clarify Ten of Wands. The Hierophant. Clarify Ten of Wands. Oops, I almost lost that one. Two of Swords. Clarify Ten of Wands. Four of Pentacles. With the Judgment card. For those of you who don't know, this is mistletoe. Mistletoe grows on oak trees. And in ancient times, in the Celtic world, the Druids believed that because the oak tree is so solid and you can't, cut into it, the only way that mistletoe would grow is if lightning struck the tree. First of all, it was never this abundant because it was rare that a tree got struck by lightning. So when a tree got struck by lightning and, seeds of mistletoe started sprouting, they would see it as a gift from divinity. But this person, you see how they are with the Ten of Wands connected to this? I'm telling you, this is where the anger is coming from. Like, why would you dangle a divine gift in front of me and act like I could actually have it when you know damn well I can't? But see, the Two of Swords is, they've made a decision. They're actively choosing to stay where they're at because they can't see. You see how he's wearing a blindfold and there's this entrance? Oh, I wonder what this represents. Hold on. There's something here about, what does this Four of Pentacles represent? Wow, it says our heart can be so parched that we are blind to beauty. Wow. Oh, that's such a sad line. Our heart can be so parched that we are blind to beauty. That's just it. That's the energy here. Of somebody who's so starved, so parched, that when they're presented with a feast, they think you're fucking with them. They take it like, stop torturing me like that, because they don't believe it's real. Divinity's like, you could just step forward and try the food and stop it. Because when I step forward, it's going to be gone. I know it's an illusion. You're fucking with me. This is so sad. I can't. Because divinity's like, this is what this person sees. Like, here you are trying to make me what? Ride a dolphin? They see it, I'm telling you, they see it as a fantasy. Clarify Five of Pentacles. Temperance. This is why healing is so important. Because I'm telling you that this person's baseline is abuse. Their normal is abuse. So they can't see anything above that because that's all they see. Clarify Five of Pentacles. That's their only experience of the world. Anything outside of that feels unreal and foreign. Ooh. Look at that. The Devil. Clarify Five of Pentacles. I'm telling you, what did I just say? Six of Wands. And the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit is here because this person has so much to learn still about life. They've still got so much to experience. And they're in this Devil energy for sure, because I'm telling you that this is someone whose baseline, whose normal is abuse. Verbal abuse, possibly financial abuse, guilt trip, anxiety, being stuck in their head. All of this is normal to them. But Temperance is divinity. Temperance is blending elements that normally don't go well together to create miracles, to get us out of Devil energy. With the Six of Wands, it's almost like this person has, their ego is coming into play a little bit, because this is someone who has made an identity out of being able to suffer more than anyone else. That's even sadder, I think. Because they're in this energy of, you don't understand, I can survive anything. Yes, but just because we can survive something doesn't mean we need to. But they're proud of this. That's where the Devil energy is coming in, because this is so sad. Like, my heart hurts for this person. Because the way that they survive is by measuring how much can I take. And when they can take more than anybody else, like let's say Five of Swords. This is somebody who, when people talk to them in an abusive way, they just shrug their shoulders like, oh, well, because they're so used to it. If somebody said something kind to them, then they'd be suspicious. They'd see that as fake, because does not compute for them. So when someone else cries over mean words, this person would kind of laugh and be like, that's all it took for you to be sobbing, baby. Because they've centered their identity around how much abuse they can handle. And they can handle more than anybody. I mean, look at these cards. This would break normal people. This would break a healthy, well-adjusted adult would already say, I've had enough. But this is somebody who's not a healthy, well-adjusted adult. And they don't want to be, because they interpret healthiness as, I'd be soft, I'd lose my edge, I'd lose my strength. No, no. This is so sad, because this is almost like, remember the what was the line? Someone so parched they're blind to beauty. Think of it like that. Think of it like somebody who's lived in the desert and they've had to eat scorpions and iguanas and whatever animal they could find out there and survive off the bare minimum. And they're terrified of going back to civilization because they feel like, but this makes me tough. This makes me better. You all softies over there living in your air-conditioned homes, and you're a bunch of pussies. That's this energy. So they refuse. They refuse to step into warmth. They refuse to step into abundance because they feel like they'd lose their edge. This is kind of... It would be pathetic if it wasn't so sad. Or maybe that, I don't know. I'm not looking down on this person, because honestly, we've all been there in some way. But it's like, once you're out of it and you look back, you wish that you could open people's eyes, but they're going to have to go through their own journey just like we did. Clarify Five of Swords. So got the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Five of Swords. The King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. With the Three of Swords. See, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's connected to the Kairos card because it's about divine timing, right? It's about listening to divinity. But this is somebody who this is normal to them. Almost like they're dead inside. That's what it feels like. They're dead inside. If they get another stab, they're like, oh, look, there goes another knife. Oh, well. Like they pride themselves on not cracking under pressure. They pride themselves on being able to tolerate high levels of pain. So when the Wheel of Fortune is turning and it's showing them something that would make them passionate, something that would bring them to life, they're like, no, see, I'm happy here. You see how the rain is falling? The fire has gone out. They're sitting next to a skull, but this person's kind of smiling. You see that? They're like, no, I'm good. This is normal. Stop trying to feed me illusions that aren't real. There's no such thing as healing. All these knives I carry, this is normal. Nobody pulls these knives out because then I'd bleed to death. And I don't want to heal because then it would hurt reintroducing the knife, and it's going to happen. So just don't touch me. I want to hug this person like I want to cry at the same time. Clarify Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords. With the Star. Clarify Knight of Wands. And the Moon. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's continue. I'm trying to not get all emotional. See, they've seen something though. Spirit with the Wheel of Fortune is showing them something different. They're trying to give them hope. They're trying to show them how to heal. And remember that this is the area where I said anger. Anger comes out. They turn into a dragon because it's almost like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you dangling? Like if they're starving, there's this table with a feast and they see it, they see all this wavy lines. There's like, that's a mirage. Why are you doing this to me? They see it as an illusion. When in reality, all they have to do is accept it. But see, the Ace of Swords, remember, this is Excalibur, the sword and the stone. Pulling the sword means that there's responsibility that comes with it. Pulling the sword is what makes them a king. But this person doesn't want that responsibility. Almost like, we can't blame them though, because you have to think about, this is somebody who's got so much pain, both mentally, emotionally for sure, and I'm going to say even bodily because the wands are coming into play. This person's got pain. They're at max. Their dial has turned max on every level of pain. It's like they're just so, I can't take responsibility right now. But it's kind of like a vicious cycle because without taking responsibility for their own life, they're going to continue in pain. So it's one or the other. You either take on a little bit more pain right now with the responsibility and give yourself time to heal, give yourself time to release all of those swords, or you continue in the cycle of pain. But this is terrible. This is really sad. Clarify the Lovers reversed. Three of Wands. Clarify the Lovers reversed. I'm telling you. The Two of Pentacles. Wow. This is definitely connected to the other collective. For those of you who already watched the other one, you'll know why I'm saying this. Because look at this. You see how this person's looking at this mystical being? Whoever it is that the universe showed this person as giving them hope, as giving them truth, giving them nurturing, moon energy. They're sitting here looking at it like this is either a vision, it's an illusion. It's not real, it's a mythical being. Again, Seven of Cups. It's a fantasy. Like, look at all this treasure, but yeah, I can't touch it. You're going to fuck with me like that? But with the Two of Pentacles, something about this is still giving them energy, though. Because with the Two of Pentacles here, it has the infinity symbol. With the Two of Wands, hold on, what does this particular deck try to indicate with that Two of Wands? Because that's a different Two of Wands. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Wow, rites of fertility for the Feast of Imbolc. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Spirit is stoking the fire. The universe is stoking the fire. The Lovers came out reversed because this person doesn't believe that this is real. They see it as a mythical being. They're like, yeah, fucking angel. Yeah, sure. But Spirit's like, well, somehow it keeps growing. Somehow you can't stop it. Somehow you're still connected to this. We start off with one ace of wands. Now we're going to 2 wands. Now we're at 3. It's growing. The desire, you see how he's reaching out his hand, the desire to touch this mythical being, to see if it's true, because Spirit keeps telling them it's true. Like they're starting to reach out their hand to see, if I touch it, is it going to disappear? If I move, is it going to run off? Is it just a vision or is it real? Like they're at this place where it's almost like they're dying to find out. Clarify Knight of Pentacles reversed. 9 of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The 8 of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles upright. Wow, with the Empress, guys. Oh, this person met an Empress. Oh boy. Okay. So you can see why this would be difficult for them to believe. We have to look at things from their perspective. Like let's be fair. If this is somebody who all their life has lived with harsh words, physical abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse, they've been starved, they've been parched, and they meet somebody who represents the opposite of all of that. They meet somebody who gives love wholeheartedly, who gives kindness, compassion. Of course that's going to feel fake. Of course that's going to feel fake to them. Not that it is, but it's going to feel that way to them. Knight of Pentacles reversed because they're like, there's no future there. There's no future there because this is an illusion. Either one, this person's lying out of their teeth. They're not, that's not who they are. It's an illusion. At some point, we'll see the real them. Or 2, it'll disappear because it's a mythical creature. Yeah. So remember, the 9 of Wands was them being defensive against happiness. The Empress shows up, and again, the 9 of Wands. They're seeing it like, got to protect yourself. But you see how there's this person back here? Y'all see that? They're still watching. They're still curious. Almost like they see her like a siren. Here she has her back walking. Like this is a very mysterious, it's a very mysterious energy. There's even like magic floating around her. And the thing about this is, for those of you who know in the mystical world, the esoteric world, the magical world, when a beautiful woman shows up and invites you to follow her into the night, that's usually a bad sign, right? So that's what this person's feeling. Like, yeah, that's not, no, you're not about to take my soul. But yet, they can't stop watching. They're curious. They're curious to see because you see how this person's watching this boar, this little, I don't know if it's like a little leprechaun or a gnome or whatever it is, riding this boar. They see it like it's fascinating. It's still fascinating to watch this mythical creature. And at some point, they're getting to the energy of like, I have to go touch it. I have to go find out if it's real. I can't do this anymore. They're still protecting themselves though. Clarify 4 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Clarify Four of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Clarify Four of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, look at them. They're showing up determined. And that showed up in the other collective. And here it is. They're showing up determined because they're like, well, I'll tell you what. Whatever it is that this is that keeps torturing me, all right, let's go. Let's go fucking touch it then. Queen of Wands. And the Empress becomes more desirable to them. Two of Wands. Like I said, those flames keep getting stoked. There's preparation here on the side of spirit. With the Five of Swords, though, there's somebody who's already assuming failure. They're already assuming, I'm going to be right. Because, there's no such thing as this. So, all right, I'm going to go. I'm going to go touch it. Let's see how long it lasts. Clarify Two of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Clarify Two of Wands. The Five of Cups. Clarify Two of Wands. With the Fool card. The King of Pentacles and the Tower. Wow. The Seven of Pentacles. Look at this. This is so cute because it's like this is their inner child. Seven of Pentacles makes me think of their inner child is fascinated. Their inner child wants, they're like, you know what? Even if it is a fucking fairy tale. So what? Let's go. Let's do the stupid thing. Let's walk over the rainbow and see what kind of shit we get into. But see, with the Nine of Pentacles, this Empress is single. And I think that they're determined to stay single because this masculine ends up walking over the bridge, but they end up disappointed. The thing about that is they end up disappointed, but here's the real, this is kind of sad because they show up all determined, but they end up disappointed because this Empress has turned to a King of Pentacles. And they're shocked when they realize the whole time it was real. The whole time it was true. It was not a mythical creature. And the whole time they kept, possibly Five of Swords, they kept saying things or pushing this person away or treating them unkindly, almost like they were trying to see, what are you going to do now? What if I treat you like this? You're going to change, huh? You're going to transform into this evil bitch? And it never happened. And the whole time now they're like, fuck. They pushed it too far. With the Tower, this person has transformed. They've leveled up, but they're also not wanting to engage again with this King of Swords. That's sad. All right, guys. So that is today's collective. I swear this one had me choked up. I feel my heart goes out to any of you who have experienced a reality like this. And let me know. Let me know. Give me feedback on how this impacted you, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.